On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Pierce is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Here's Edwards on 3rd down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The Texans in a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw. Edwards. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting it.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Cole Turner, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Edwards now to throw on 3rd down.
Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Edwards. He finds his man. Complete. It's McCormick.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Edwards.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On the set. Ready?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. They'll to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Giants 21, Texans 10. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Okay,
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Norris. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run the look.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Desmond Ridder.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Texans 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 97. Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Turner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Hey,
Moore, the man in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Texans 10. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 yards on the
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Toss play. Here's Pierce.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
60 vices.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
To throw is Edwards on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next to score, Giants 42, Texans 10. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, it's Norris. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They go again with Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Edwards on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. And And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Pierce. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Edwards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Rigoberto Sanchez sets the kickoff.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 of the 4th quarter. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Pierce.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
They'll run it here. It's Pierce.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Another carry for Pierce. And as this defense walks off the field,